Hey everybody, this is Daryl here on Big D's Fig Farm. It's April the 30th, last day of April 2025, here in Maryland on the East Coast in Zone 7B. After the cold winter, and I've been talking about this in a lot of videos, very, very cold winter, much colder than normal here in Maryland over the winter 2025. And it did some damage on a lot of trees. Out of my 20 in-ground trees, I'd say probably half of them, about 10 of them, I lost all the existing wood. The good news is, I believe almost all of them, or at least every one of them that I'm aware of, is showing all but one maybe. I'm not sure that I have any over here on the Colonel Littman coming up. But this thing was over my head, tall. You can see a lot of the branches. I got to come back and pick them up. I got them pruning. But it looks like down there, very low, right down in here. Where did I just see it? Right there. See it? Coming up from the ground right there. If I can get it stable, make that green nodule right there. That's I believe that's new growth coming up. And so that's Peter's honey here. Let me zoom back out. Sorry, make you sick watching that. Peter's honey got a little, I believe, sprout coming up. I got another Peter's honey over there that I planted thinking it was an Italian 258, but was wrongly labeled when I got it. And white Madeira, which is the second one right there. That's got sprouts coming up. I can show you real quick. This is my Olympian, and it's just now starting to have some new growth coming up right there at the base. So I lost that. That was eye level. This is Teramo. You can see the growth there, and even one branch made it. But this is Peter's honey over here. You can see the progress that it's making. So basically, I'm starting all over on all these from the ground up. This is white Madeira number 1. This is Blanche de Saisons, possibly, because the figs did not match what they normally look like. But you can see down there, I got some shoots coming back up. Down here is a Ronde de Bordeaux. Got some good growth coming back there. And then Smith. I'm pretty excited about this one. I mean, there's a lot of question about whether Smith could survive. There's still some question whether it's going to survive the winter as far as existing wood. But it's coming back pretty good from the root system. I'm pretty happy about that. That's Smith. And so, although all the existing wood did not make it, it's coming back pretty strong from the roots. Now, what did do well? Well, let me tell you. I have an English brown turkey that came through very well. I don't see any dead spots on it. It's a small one in the front yard. I have, this is the LSU Purple, and you can see it's done pretty well coming back. Lots of shoots coming up from the ground, which is normal for this variety, and lots of new sprouts all over the place. As always, my Brooklyn White is the beast. I call it the big green. Every year. I've never lost this a single season. Been growing about 13 years this tree's been in. And it's got figs on every branch. It's got growth on it, little figs everywhere. I mean, this is the one, I've done so many videos on this one. So, I mean, I get 2,000 to 3,000 figs off this every year. They're large green, medium to large size green to yellow figs, red interior. This is the one I have to fight the wasp and the hornets with. The only bush in my yard that the bees attack. As soon as the figs start ripening, they come in full force. And I know some of you fig experts are thinking, man, you need to do something with that bush, prune it. I'm one of those all natural guys. I plant it, I let it go. I do prune for some pockets to get in and pick. And I have some of those around the bush. But otherwise, I'm one of those people who say, let it go. God designed it a certain way. He knows how to grow it, and I let it grow. And I just pick the fruit and enjoy it, and there's there. And then, of course, that's my Chicago Hardy right there. It's doing well. No, as the name would indicate, no problem with it in the winter. Negra did fairly well, I think. It's still a little bit slow getting going. It sprouted early, but then we got a late frost, and that kind of set it back again. But Negra de Agde seems to have weathered okay. I mean, it's got lots of little growth on just about every branch I'm looking at. There's not a lot on this side, but it's definitely got some coming back up from the base too. Hog Island took a pretty hard hit too. I haven't pruned it. I'm gonna wait and see what does come back from it. My Sweet Diana did really well. Now it's in the Celeste family, that could be why. But Sweet Diana back here came out great, looking good, sprouting out nicely. Don't see a lot of figs on it yet, and I didn't get any figs off of it last year. Now to my Celeste. Again, old faithful Celeste, looking great. Little figs on everywhere, little figs on. Lots and lots of little figs on. Now I don't usually get a lot of Breva off of Celeste, but it starts producing like the last week of July, first week of August, and it'll go until it gets cold. I picked over 5,500 figs between that tree and this tree last summer. So very, very faithful. I know Celeste gets, people call it just too ordinary, whatever, but I disagree totally. Great tasting fig. It is super hardy for cold, super vigorous, great producer. Celeste, can't go wrong. If I was somebody asked me what's the best figs to grow in our area, bar none, from what I have. Now listen, I don't have them all. I've got 60 varieties I've tried. It would be Brooklyn White, Celeste, and Chicago Hardy. If you want to know which one I think tastes the best out of three, it's Celeste. Celeste is a good fig. But hopefully the other ones can get established and we can go from there. But told you I'd give you an update, and there's your update from Winter Damage 2025 at Big D's Fig Farm.